Welcome back to Money Magazine. Art galleries in town have recently embraced an online solution to raise sales. Alice Kahn reports they also hope to expand the art market to include more new collectors.
Many fancy buying a nice painting and hang it on the wall, but artwork can cost a fortune. Prices here are as high as $150,000.
It's very secure.
Victoria Food, the marketing manager, says some of her clients have been put off by the high price of the pieces.
I actually had a client, they were looking at this piece that was about 50,000 Hong Kong, and they couldn't afford it. They're interested in putting a deposit on a house because they've got all these kind of outstanding payments going out.
Galleries have traditionally shunned installment plans because they may have difficulties in managing cash flow. Recently, Victoria has worked with an intermediary and an online lender to offer an installment option. Victoria hopes it will attract timid buyers.
Hi, how are you? So you're interested in this one?
Yes, yeah, I am. But maybe you can give me some idea about what it would if I bought it on installment.
So it's 30,000. We can offer it from 6 months to about 4 years.
See what the installments are for over a 12-month period.
12 months? Okay, right. So 30,000. So you're looking at monthly installments would be 2,500, and the total you'd end up paying was 31,500. So basically an excess of 1,500 over a year. First 3 months you have to pay more, which covers the cost of the service fee.
This client says the installment plan can help close the deal.
It certainly gives you much more flexibility. It means that if you do see something that you really like, you can go out and get it straight away, which is nice.
Victoria says the financing could spur future sales.
If you're buying a car, you can pay monthly, or if you're paying for the gym, you can pay monthly. So if they're used to a certain amount coming out every month, when that artwork is fully paid off, I would see that they could largely consider buying another one and continuing that process.
The art financing plan was set up by Bill Duane. He is a gallery intermediary. The former banker has a passion for art. 2 months ago, Bill partners with an online money lender to offer the installment plan. Gallery owners are allowed to upload their artwork onto Bill's website for free. Customers can buy in the gallery or buy online. If they're interested in some particular artwork, they can apply for an unsecured loan from $3,000 to $300,000. Payback can be from 6 to 48 months. The effective interest rate ranges from 7.35% to 10.29%. The longer the repayment period, the lower the interest rate. Bill says the program was inspired to help young art collectors start their collections.
I think people, when they're younger, when they're 30 or 40 years old, they'd like to start collecting themselves, and this gives them an additional opportunity to do so, to find that financing to buy it.
WeLend, a local online money lender that is backed by Cheung Kong Hutchison's Tom Group, entered the market because they see great potential.
And with all the art events going on, we definitely see a huge demand, especially from the more middle-class consumers who attend these events, but they can't afford the art pieces.
Bill will charge 10% of the loan amount as a commission charge. At the moment, 5 gallery operators, including Victoria, have committed to work with him. This gallery manager, Samuel Lam, says his clients are mainly wealthy mainlanders, but his business declined by 15% ever after Beijing launched its anti-corruption policy. Samuel says he is willing to try anything to boost business.
We upload our artists' work on the website. Many customers have shown interest. I expect our business will increase by 5% to 10%.
Samuel says some investors plan to buy art by installment, hoping the price appreciation of the artwork is greater than the cost.
They have an understanding of value trends in the art market. They will buy at the right price, and after a few years they will sell to make a profit.
This art collector and financial consultant, Christina Tong, says investors can make profits by making use of this scheme.
If the investor want to take this loan facility, I think the longer time they take is better, is more wise. In 48 months, you still have a chance to get the turnover of the painting before you have to, fully pay the whole investment amount. Like for example, if you take the 300,000 loan, right? You just pay 7.5%, but maybe it come back with 1 million. This painting is from a Beijing artist, and I collected since 2011. And at those times, it cost around 40,000 Hong Kong dollar, but now it's worth 70,000 Hong Kong dollar. And why I chose this painting? Because I think it gives a very vivid imagination and of the style and from the lotus that he paint, and with the different style that he learned from Japan, and also the traditional skills of the Chinese painting. I presume the price will go up more and more.
But this lawyer who specializes in art says it is not wise to use the loan facility to speculate in the art market.
That it would be risky if your intention at the lower end of the market is to speculate and see art move up in value. And that's not necessarily borne out. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And what is the real price sometimes for particular art, and it can change.
He also advised customers to read the loan agreements carefully. Art buying is not that easy. People could learn more about art by attending auctions and talking to experts.
Now, let's take a look at some of the best and worst performing blue chips in the past 2 weeks. Is high five, low five? China Unicom stock code 762 issued its interim results in line with expectations. So what's it doing on top of the high five board? Unicom's market penetration is showing some traction against its rivals, but the robust performance may not last given the telecom's past record.
I think that the result, even though investor is beating, it will recover. But I'm not sure whether the earnings will really recover or not, because in its past track record, the result is not very stable, and that's why I think that it is not so good to trade at a high price.
Our low five board was also influenced by recent interim results, like the weak ones at Cathay Pacific Airways, stock code 293. The air carrier was spoiled by its China business, without which the poor earnings would have been terrible.
So it is very bad because the demand for the first class and the business class is still very low due to the weak economic situation. And that's why it will affect its yield, and the earnings will also affect it. And therefore, I think that investor will try to cut the earnings and downgrade the rating, and so the share price has fallen very